Okay, so let's talk about Stephen A. Smith reuniting with Skip Bayless. I felt like a lot of people didn't talk about it earlier this week. It happened earlier this week on Skip Bayless's channel. It caused a lot of traffic going to Skip Bayless's channel, and I felt like it was much needed for both of these individuals. Allow your boy to explain. It really um, took a lot of people away from the confrontation between Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James. And it took a lot of people away from the constant non-discussion on whether or not the little incident with us, well, the incident with Skip Bayless, Fox Sports One, Joy Taylor, and this hairstylist. She's suing Fox Sports One, and Skip Bayless is caught in the middle of all this. Skip Bayless has not talked about this, referred to this, and this accusation is lingering around Skip Bayless. And the incident between LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith has been lingering around. Now, Stephen A. Smith has talked back. He's joined a lot of podcasts discussing this, but a lot of the NBA players are siding with LeBron James. A lot of media members are siding with LeBron James. Now, it goes on more to going into details about the media members. Some of those media members are former athletes. They had bad times with Skip Bayless. Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith had said something when they were playing, and they didn't like what Stephen A. Smith said about them or about their team or whatever the case may be. So both of these individuals had bad moments that they kind of want to get away from all that. And these two individuals reuniting, for the casual sports fan that's not familiar with Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless, this is sort of kind of new territory for them. But Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless used to work at ESPN. They both worked at Cold Pizza, then First and 10, and then it ultimately changed into First Take. So these two guys have had a long relationship with one another, both as friends and as colleagues at the Worldwide League of Sports. Now, Skip Bayless left ESPN, went to Fox Sports One, had the show Undisputed with him and Shannon Sharp. They had some success on Fox Sports One standards. Ultimately, that show was canceled due to it just seems like Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp had issues with one another, chemistry issues. Things were said in the heat of the moment. And also, I really do believe that Fox Sports One did not want to max out Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless, only to have the second or third best show, because when Undisputed was formed, it was supposed to be the First Take killer. First Take remained to continue with the ratings. We're not going to go into why they had the ratings. If you've been following my channel, I have explained this over and over again. I'm not going to regurgitate the same thing, but you get the point. They had a relationship on one platform. They also had a relationship as rivals. So these two guys are, Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, they respect one another. They don't necessarily agree with everything one another have said, but they have maintained their friendship. And now these two are, doing this on Skip Bayless's channel, The Goats Reuniting. That's what they titled it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I watched it. I kind of enjoyed it. It brought me back to if you want to say, the good old days, and they talk about sports debates and the future of sports journalism and how it done evolved. Me personally, I feel like Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, they have outgrew what sports entertainment and sport journalism is. Back in their era, you had to have some type of journalistic experience. Go to college for a degree in it. It was really earned back in those times. Now, if you look at sports journalism and sports entertainment, anybody can start a podcast. You don't have to have a lot of school experience. You don't even have to have on the job experience. So a lot of these athletes are gravitating to podcasting and gravitating to talk about sports on YouTube or Twitch or Instagram or social media, wherever the case may be. It's not rare for certain individuals to talk about sports. Now everyone talks about sports. Michelle Obama can talk about sports. Okay, so the access of able to talk about sports, the landscape has changed and allowed anyone with a mic to talk about and critique sports. So Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless had to get with it or just retire. I think Stephen A. out of the two, I think Stephen A. Smith has, changed with the times. Skip Bayless is kind of hesitant, a little stubborn, but he's getting the gist on how the sports landscape is changing, and he's sort of kind of changing it, but still trying to do it his way. But ultimately, he's going to have to, change with the times. So just them talking about the good old days when they used to debate on sports on First Take, it brought a lot of people back to those times. As far as them continuing to do this, I don't see them continuing to do this. Maybe this is they may do this once a year. It would be great if, once a month they get back together and talk about topics like they used to. I don't know if that's in the plans. I don't know that that's really in the works. From Stephen A. Smith's viewpoint, I don't see Stephen A. Smith wanting to do this every week or once a month or whatever the case may be. For Skip Bayless, he probably wouldn't mind doing this, because it's giving him huge views, subscribers, and things of that nature. Just imagine him doing this once a month. It will make his platform better. So it really benefits Skip Bayless if they can continue to do this. I don't think they're going to be able to continue to do this because, Stephen A. Smith is in a place where he really doesn't need to do it. He just signed, and they talked about it, his new deal with ESPN. ESPN is, helping him with his platform on YouTube. So I don't see Stephen A. Smith wanting to continue to do this. It would be great for Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is not signed to no major network. Skip Bayless is just like all of us. We're getting it out of the mud as content creators. He's on his own. But it is what it is. But he had some deals along the way with other publications and things of that nature. But out of the two, Stephen A. Smith has a bigger platform backing him than Skip Bayless. So it would be great to see these guys continue to do it, but I just don't see them doing it. I just think this is just one and done, but who knows what's at the horizon. But tell me what you think. I'm pretty sure you guys watched the interview as well. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.